Hello the internet, Tough Monkey here once again, hope that you're all well, thank you very much for stopping by. Okay, update 1.40 has given us some more license to do, and if you've got this far requiring your super license masters, well done, you don't really need my help. I think that the previous licenses, the National A to International A, were harder than these super licenses versions of the masters. Look at that, I started at 523 and I'd finished by 658. See, I don't think they're that difficult, and I'm a muppet. You can do this without me. But while we're here, let's do a corner by corner guide. Okay, license number 1, the Honda Civic at Bathurst. A high revving car and quite a long track. It kind of feels out of its depth, this car here. But we're getting on the brakes at the 100-metre board. We need to be on the brakes early, turning in early so we can get back on the power early. This is a long uphill stretch, so we need to maximise our speed all the way up at the top. Let's spin this bit on a bit. All we're doing here is waiting for our braking zone. So watch the boards on the left hand side, and I'm braking at the 100-metre board. Stand on the brakes, get the car under control and keep a tight entry into this corner. Keep it tight and then feed the throttle back on again. Like the previous corner, we're trying to get back on the throttle early. We're going uphill and we're into the tight twisty section ahead. So we're going to start turning in, keeping a tight line for this corner. We're trying to keep on the throttle early through these corners while we're going uphill. And it's the same story for this left hand here. Early on the brake, early on the turn in, manage the throttle. The car, if you've not got any traction control, it'll want to wheel spin at this point. So we've perhaps got to manage the throttle as we carry on up the hill. This right hander here, just a slight confidence lift, you don't need to brake, and run the wall on the exit. Keep tight to the wall, let the car drift out to the right hand side, and before the crest of this hill we're turning in left. It's a blind crest turn in. Same again here, we're turning in early, just got to manage the throttle. You don't need to brake, just let the car run out to the wall on the right hand side. Another blind crest, start to turn in just as you crest over it. Manage the throttle, again no need to brake, you can run it out wide here, you can even go onto the grass, just be careful of losing control of the car. Then again, I'm early on the brakes here, I'm trying to keep the car under control. It's now going downhill, so the car's starting to squirrel under braking. I'm going to drop it down to second and I'm going to hug this wall tightly around the right hander and then spot an early turn in for this left hander. The car drops down onto the grass. Keep the car under control, it may squirrel here. Up to third, we're just trying to run these walls as close as possible. This corner though, you can brake far too late for this. I'm starting to get off the power, getting my braking done in a straight line. This corner is critical, we need to get back on the throttle earlier. Perhaps just turned in a little bit too early, so I've had to hesitate on the throttle. But now it's full throttle all the way down to the bottom of the hill. After this long straight, we're just looking for our turning point. Get the wheels over the left hand side of the track there and then turn in, hug the curb on the right hand side, then almost immediately we're onto the brakes, progressively down through the gearbox to keep the car under control for an early turn in for this corner here. Just mindful of the curb on the left hand side and then get the car back under control, feed the throttle in, it's going to wheel spin a little bit on exit there. Now all we've got to do is brake for one last corner. It's downhill, so don't brake too late. I'm braking around about the 100-metre board, we're not going too fast, and then again turn in early, confidently back out on the throttle, let the car run out to the right hand side. And then it's a dash to the line, which is always further away at Bathurst than you think it's going to be. But there we go, that's the 2:29.146, just under the time we needed. So I'll let you watch that back again without me talking through it, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, there we go. I hope this video has been useful to you towards getting your gold trophy on this circuit. Remember, I'm going to be doing all 10 circuits on the Masters license, so do subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I post them. I'll see you next time.